Also, this new video in this morning showing the U.S. Vice President and his wife greeting Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and his wife earlier today. JD Vance and Benjamin Netanyahu held meetings earlier at his office in Jerusalem, and then the Vice President moved on to meet with Israel's President Isaac Herzog and other senior officials.
We're here to talk about peace. We're here to talk about how to ensure that the peace agreement that started about a week ago sticks, that we move into phase 2 and phase 3 with success. As the President said, there will be torments along the way. It will be difficult, but I feel very optimistic based on my conversation with our Israeli friends and also with our Gulf Arab friends that it's possible that we actually can make peace stick.
So there is the U.S. Vice President JD Vance expressing optimism that the ceasefire will hold and they can reach a peace solution. Crystal Gomansing is in Jerusalem with more details on the meetings today.
This is one of those situations where behind closed doors, that's probably where those tough conversations are being had. In front of the cameras, we are seeing those smiles, those friendly relations, the Vice President's wife joining him for that brunch this morning with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and his wife. We do know that obviously, Vice President JD Vance said yesterday that they expect Hamas to disarm and to, quote, behave. But they are also putting a lot of attention and focus on the fact that Israel will have a big say in the Civilian Military Coordination Center. Now, the acronym CMCC is something you're going to be hearing a lot about in the coming weeks and months. That's the American Coordination Center that has been set up, and the Vice President held a press conference there yesterday talking about the international force, how Israel will have a say in which countries come in to help monitor the peace agreement and ceasefire. Those are a part of the conversations that Vice President Vance has had with the Prime Minister and is also going to be having with the Israeli President Isaac Herzog. He has a number of meetings today. They will be talking about security. They will be talking about reconstruction of Gaza, and they will be talking about that international force. The Vice President saying it's not set up yet. That's still going on. They're still trying to figure out who will be involved in that force, but very much trying to push things ahead, talk about phase 2 and talk about long-term peace in Gaza, Heather.
Crystal, the other issue I was mentioning in introducing you is access to food and other essentials for the people in Gaza. You were just speaking, I know, with a representative from the World Food Program. What are they saying about aid getting in?
Yeah, I was having a conversation with Kate Newton. She's also here in Jerusalem. She's the country coordinator for the World Food Program. And she was talking about just those ongoing challenges. Just the other day, we were at one of the crossings, Kerem Shalom. There are only 2 crossings open. She says that is a problem. And the fact that she says on a good day, the World Food Program is getting about 100 trucks in. On a bad day, it's less than that. And they're still having a lot of challenges as far as getting them inspected quickly and what they can actually move into Gaza.
Right now, we're only able to use 2 crossings into the Gaza Strip. We have no crossing at all in the north, and we really desperately, urgently need to have a crossing point into the north. If we had more crossing points, we would be able to deliver more aid, and we have a lot of aid sitting outside the Gaza Strip, in the neighbouring countries and in Israel, that we could accelerate and get inside and move across the Gaza Strip to where it's urgently needed, but we do need more crossing points.
Now, Newton said it's not just aid for the World Food Program that they are responsible for moving. They also move aid for other organizations. That has to be screened and approved by Israel. Items that are challenging, for example, some medical equipment and basic items needed for shelter, tents and poles for tents. Some major challenges still exist, and they're hoping, given the high-profile American figures that are here right now, maybe they'll see some more leeway and progress when it comes to aid.
That's Crystal Gomansing from Jerusalem.